we're back-to-back pads, so I think all our guys are looking forward to getting a chance to work today in pads. We're going to go through some situations where it'll be more game-like. So I think everybody's excited, and we're looking forward to a great day. The weather's terrific. It's cooperating here at St. John's Fisher College, and we're excited. It should be a good day.
Coach, what's gone into the defensive end rotation, if you will, or Trent Murphy getting the ones and Shaq being with the second team, kind of with the decision-making process and how that looks for you? Why is that?
Well, Shaq was coming off an injury at the end of last season. We signed Trent. He was one of our big free agent acquisitions, and we're excited about watching him perform and seeing how he progresses. But the rotation is fluid. Trent is our starter right now, and he's doing a really good job for us. We're watching Shaq. He's making progress, but we'll see how things go. You want to always put the best 11 out there, but for the time being, Trent is our number one at left end.
Leslie, Jerry Hughes, just some of your observations on where his game is going into this part of his career.
Yeah. Just watching these last few days that we've been together, in particular yesterday, his energy level throughout this offseason, but even more so at this training camp, his confidence level is extremely high. Just feel like he's going to have a terrific season. At this stage of his career, he kind of knows what to expect from opponents and how people are going to block him and the respect that teams have for him. And he's done a great job this offseason in preparing to have his best season of his career. So I think he's on pace. He's doing well. Just needs to stay healthy. And with the addition of Trent and then Shaq coming on the way he is, it should take some of that attention away from Jerry, we think. So we'll see.
And in addition to that, the addition of Starr and Harrison, just how much do they also play into Jerry's success?
Vic, with both of those guys, anytime you can get an inside push, it makes the edge rusher's job so much easier. We didn't always get that a season ago, but the fact that Starr has the ability to be able to get an inside push for us, and we think Harrison will provide that as well. We know that Kyle can get it done on occasion, so that should increase Jerry's opportunities. But the big thing is just having another presence as a pass rusher to take some of that pressure off of him.
Leslie, what impressions, how eager were you to see Tremaine Edmonds in pads for the first time? And then what have your been impressions now that you're 3 days in the training camp?
Well, we're obviously all excited about Tremaine and watching his maturation over time. And to see him in pads for the first time yesterday, he didn't disappoint. It was definitely an adjustment, in the entire time we've had him. We've always been in shorts and T-shirts, and to finally get the pads on, he'll get another opportunity today. But he's doing a good job, and he's played with pads before, so it's nothing new. It's just at a different level now, and he'll get better and better as time goes on.
Coach, how's he doing with getting the play calls in, getting it called, and lining people up? I mean, it's only 3 days in here, but it's a different forum for him,
Yeah.
How's he doing with it?
He's doing well. I mean, just in talking with some of his teammates in the huddle, because that was one of our concerns, John, how would he handle this atmosphere? I mean, this is another part of the transition for him. But he's doing very well with that, no problems as far as communicating, taking command. He's on target to do well, so we'll see how he continues to progress.
Is this really where you can see him jump off the charts, really, is now that he can be more physical and hit people in pads? Is this the next step in that?
It's part of it. I mean, there's a lot that comes along with being the middle linebacker. And John, you touched on it a moment ago, the communication along with not only getting things communicated to the rest of the defense, but my also being able to make sure I'm where I'm supposed to be, because that also creates credibility with your teammates. So there are a lot of factors that go into being the middle linebacker and leading the defense and doing things that are going to help you to make an impact, and it'll happen in time for him.
Leslie, you brought up Harrison a couple of answers ago. I mean, he's mostly worked at one technique, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like he's getting that interior pressure that you're alluding to. Is there any thought to flip over to the 3 because he is showing that as much as he has so far?
I think for now, if we can leave him at one position and let him progress and get some consistency, and it's so early in the process that'll be the best thing for him, and we'll see how he develops over time. But for right now, it's probably better to leave him at that spot, and that's where he had a lot of success at in college as well. So we'll see how he progresses.
Coach, no disrespect to EJ, he had a nice year last year when he was healthy, but does Vontae maybe allow you to be more comfortable playing some more man-to-man out there?
Vontae's coming off a very serious injury from a season ago. So we still have to, kind of see where he is. We have an idea, but we've got a lot of football, a lot of snaps to be played before we can really get a feel for where he is and how far has he come and how close is he is to what he used to be. So it's probably a little too early right now to say, we can play a little bit more man and zone based on Vontae.
Coach, they had you signed John Hughes last week, and there have been other, reports of workouts for other defensive linemen. I wonder, not guy, but is there a prototype you're looking for, something you feel might be missing at that group up front that you're kind of looking for when you bring in Hughes and maybe some other?
Well, we do have a prototype at each position that we like to have, our ideal size, height, weight, but at this point of the year, you kind of take best available at depending on what position you're looking for, and some of it's been due to the fact that where we are roster-wise, the numbers that we have, and what allows us to bring in one more guy at a certain position. So, for instance, at defensive line, you like to come in at least with 15 guys, and I think we're pretty close to that now. But you don't always get the ideal height, weight, size, girth guy that you want at this time of the year.
So it's not as if you're looking for a particular type of personnel.
Well, we do look for a particular guy, but it's just they're not always available at this point. So.
Leslie, I'm half kidding, but what prototype does Tremaine Edmonds fit?
Tremaine, his height, his size, his speed, that is rare. He's an anomaly in a lot of ways. You don't see guys like him throughout the league. So we're fortunate that we found a guy like that to be available.